What time is it? It's like 12:15 even. When they quote you about things you forget, or your brother you forgot you said. Wow, thank you so much. So yes, I am Nomonde Sky. And I met Bafana at a poetry session that I was having in Capelos Spiritually North. And one thing about him is that he's humble, he's loving, he's caring, and he's very supportive. He gave to me a book which was titled Unsent Letters and Other Sentences. And my understanding of the book, I know, divergent from this one here, but my understanding of the book was that he had someone that he had a crush on, correct me if I'm wrong, had a crush on that he loved, and he would write those person letters, but he never had the courage to send the letters, right? Yes. Yeah. So with the last page of the book, he would write, okay, dear some boy, this and this and that and that. But the last page of the book, he says, she replies. Did you say that?
Yeah.
I like communication. When I say such things, you must agree. So he said, she replies. Now remember that these letters were not sent, but the girl replies. And today I stand to be that girl. So I am going to respond to unsent letters and other sentences. He wrote me these love letters. I'm not sure if they're lovely because they didn't have a touch of his blood, because if we're talking about love, then we're talking about matters of the heart. Therefore, they were supposed to be inked by his blood. So he wrote me these beautiful love letters. According to him, he never sent them because he doesn't really know my address. But he doesn't know that matters of the heart do not have a passage that they could go through, but it's actually in the air. See, when Cupid aimed at him, I was standing right before him. Therefore, that arrow hit us both. So when he wrote these letters to me, he wasn't sure that I received them. But I got them. I read them. Each and every one of them, word for word, sentence for sentence, paragraph, and punctuation mark. When he said, full stop, and she replies, he wasn't believing that I would be the voice that would speak out to say that, hey, maybe I would have given you the chance to let you know that I actually love you too. I would have written down these letters to you, but I'm not sure if you still live in the same address, because that's the thing about love. It makes you move away, especially when you were in search of me, but I have always been right there next to you. She replies, he says, I remember when I first saw you, you were shy. You were looking at me as if I was a mistake, like you were not sure that I was really there. Like, is she really human? Is she a shadow? Or is she just a grasp of air? But I was there. You gave your seat unto me so that I may sit down because I was so tired during that bus ride. And that's when I sat down to say thank you. You walked away because at the next stop you had to go home. I remember you. But you will not remember me as much as I remember you, because I remember your shirt and how it was well buttoned and how it wasn't really aligned because you were in a hurry that morning. You won't remember me, but I'll remember you. Therefore, the letters that you sent me are the letters that I have to now read to myself each and every night, wondering whether I should reply or not. But this is my response. I will remember you. You smelled like eggs. You were still young, so you couldn't really afford that cologne. You looked like Colgate was smeared on the side because you were rushing to catch that bus to make sure that I'd be there so that you and I could be in close communion. I remember you, but you won't remember me. And that's the funny thing, because in your letters you keep on talking about me as if from this distant level when I was right by your side each and every time. Remember when you almost tripped? That voice behind you wasn't that lady saying, sorry, that was me. See, I remember you. Remember when you sat by that coffee table and you asked the waiter to give you coffee and someone had to pay for it because you forgot your wallet at home? That was me, because I remember you. But all these unsent letters, I guess it's okay that we burn them now because I will never be able to respond to you, because we are done. And you don't remember me as much as I haven't forgotten you.